Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is a very exciting video because today we are going to be attempting to begin the March Disneybound Challenge. So Disneybound is to go to a park like Disneyland, California Adventure, Disney World, and you dress in clothes that are similar to different characters in Disney folklore, if you will. So if I wanted to go as Cinderella, I can't show up in a full-on Cinderella ball gown. I'm gonna be kicked out. Because if you're over 13, you're not allowed to wear full costumes in the parks, except for on the very special occasions of Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, i.e. Oogie Boogie Bash, as of last year. So, very special events and costumes events do occur at Disneyland and such, but it's not very often. So when you can't do that, you can Disneybound. So here's some great examples of Disneybounds that I have done in the past. It's pretty big. It's a full community. The Disney Instagram community is all about it. I love it. I think it's fun. Usually it has a vintage flair, not always, could just be color schemes. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna complete this March Disneybound challenge. So we just learned what a Disneybound was, but now you may be wondering, Kaz, what's a Disneybound challenge? Well, let me enlighten you. There's an account on Instagram called The Disneybound. It's pretty much like the #1 official Disneybound account. There are a bunch of other Disneybounding accounts. I have been reposted by some of those, but I've never been reposted by The Disneybound. They got a lot of followers. I would love to be reposted by The Disneybound. Please, God, let it happen. But basically, for the month of March, they've released a list of different themes for each day of the month. So the idea is that you post a picture doing a Disneybound within that theme. So what we're gonna attempt to do is to do 31 days of Disneybounds according to the themes that the Disneybound Instagram account has put out. So there's absolutely no way for me to do this without doing a little bit of planning ahead in the beginning. So what I'm gonna do first is I'll share with you guys my ideas for the first week, this based off of the theme suggestions that I have from the Disneybound, and then we're gonna see if I have the things in my closet that I need in order to put these together, and then I'll start taking photos, because yeah, your girl can't always remember to take a photo every morning. I hopefully have all the clothing that I need, and we do not need to purchase anything, but you never know. I'm clean. I'm not thrifting at the moment. You can see my hands. Trying to take a little bit of a step back, because I'm spending a little bit too much money at Goodwill, but it's also my livelihood. If you're interested in seeing all of this info, please stay tuned for the March Disneybound Challenge. Why? Alright, so I've written down a couple of ideas. We're going to go through the first 7 days of the Disneybound Challenge. First day is Mickey and Friends. Easy enough. Mickey and his crew. I have about 1 million polka dot dresses, so I think that we're probably just going to do a Mickey or Minnie bound just to make my life a little bit easier. Also, I think the aesthetic of that is going to be nice to start everything off. Next, we have Disney Birds, which I didn't realize there were enough Disney birds to do a theme day based off of the birds of Disney. But then I remembered that Scuttle from The Little Mermaid is a bird, and very funny. So I think we'll have to go with the Scuttle bound for that. Next is Disney Plus, which, if you haven't watched it already, I highly recommend High School Musical, the series. It's very good. It's very funny. And the woman who plays the teacher on that, the character of the teacher who's like a failed actress, and I really relate to her, and I feel like I would totally play her in a heartbeat. So I think that we should do a Disneybound of her, but we'll see if I have anything that even resembles her wardrobe. Then we have the Disney Renaissance. So this is hard because there's so many good movies to choose from. So I was thinking maybe Meg from Hercules, who I love. I could do Miss Bianca from The Rescuers Down Under, but she might work better for a different Disneybound day further on. I mean, anything in The Little Mermaid, but it's like I do Ariel every day of the week. So we'll see. I think maybe Meg, though, because I think Hercules is a great part of the Disney Renaissance. Next, we have Wreck-It Ralph. It also seems like a very specific day. Not sure how to take that one. But I have always wanted to do one of like the little race car girls, like Taffeta Mutton Fudge, if you will. So she's got like kind of a crazy outfit though, so it might be a little bit hard to do, but hopefully we can. If not, we can always just be Felix, because that would totally be easy. And then on the 6th, it's Onward, since Onward is coming out, makes sense. which I'm a little bit wary about this one because I haven't seen the movie, and I know that if I watch the movie, I'll be like, oh, that's the look I want of Disneybound, but I don't know yet, so I'm just gonna have to go off of what I know, which is nothing. So we'll see how that one pans out. But probably the main character, because he's wearing a red flannel, that would be easiest. And then the 7th day is gonna be Roger Rabbit. So we're just gonna go for Jessica Rabbit because that's my girl. I've been here for Halloween 3 times. 3 times. Some better than others. Yeah, so that's the first week, first 7 days. So let's go ahead and check out my closet and see what we can put together without spending a dime. Alright, so here we are inside of my closet, which is not really a closet, it's just where all of my racks of clothing are, which I promise I will do a video on my entire closet soon. But first, let's figure all this out. So first I'm gonna go, it's just kind of my pinup section, so this is all of my vintage dresses. And I'm gonna start with the Minnie Mouse, Mickey Mouse. I have a couple of different options here. I have this one that's very like classic Minnie. I think this is probably gonna be like the most on the nose. I've got red with a little bit of plaid, maybe, kind of. And then I also have this really cute red polka dot dress, which I think is super cute too. But I think now looking at them, I'm gonna go with the super classic Minnie Mouse. Like, this is completely like Minnie's aesthetic. And then what I'll do with this is I have bright yellow shoes that I actually purchased, being like, I'd like to look like Minnie Mouse. I'll probably put it together with this cute little Mickey bag that I have, mini bag. Got a bow, I'm gonna call it a mini bag. Here we go. And then with my Mickey Mouse hat too. And then I think we can call that good. I mean, maybe I'll add in some white gloves if I can find them, but I think this is gonna be perfect for day 1. All right, so day 2 is Disney Birds. Again, what? But for Scuttle, we just need a white dress, which I have a couple of different white dresses. Immediately, I thought of this one I just got, which I think is so cute. It's got this little like Peter Pan collar, which is adorable with the beads. I also have just this kind of even more simple white dress. It's got that full 50s aesthetic though. This is from Unique Vintage, which I'm pretty sure I got during one of their super sales for like 20 bucks, which is awesome. So this could be good. I'm kind of wondering if I should add in some feathers of a sort, like a feather boa, maybe. And his hair is like super messy, so maybe I'll just mess up my hair and hold on to a dingle hopper. So as far as fuzzy things go, I do actually have this kind of like feathered tank top that could maybe feasibly go underneath this. I also have, which I totally had forgotten about, this amazing sheer and then feathered kind of tie top. So this could also go on top of something. I feel like this is definitely much more like, if I were to pair this with something, maybe I could even pair these two together. Oh, he's a feathered friend. I just need to figure out if I have a white bottom that could go with this. Ta-da! A gray skirt. So, I think, I mean, this seems a little bit ridiculous, but Skittle's ridiculous bird. We're gonna go with a gray skirt. So the next look is going to be from High School Musical, the musical series, and I want to do Miss Jen. So this is a little bit more difficult for me to figure out because she doesn't have like one specific thing that she wears like a Disney character. They only have the one outfit. So I think we're just going to kind of go with things that are inspired by the aesthetics and things that look a little bit teachery. So my first thought was a dress like this with a collar. And I like that it's red because the High School Musical colors, like, I think that we should lean into the red. We could also do the polka dot. I feel like this looks more teachery to me for some reason, so I'm gonna lean on this at first. And then I definitely would want to put a blazer of sorts with this. But just a simple black blazer on top. And I think we're gonna have a very Miss Jen look, I have to say. Alright, so next is gonna be Disney Renaissance. So if I were to do Meg, I have 2 dresses I was thinking of. So this one I bought to sell, but it has actually like a really nice kind of drapey feel that I think is very Meg, and I think the color is pretty on the mark. And then I have this other amazing one, which I have taken photos in before. And then if we were to do Miss Bianca, I think what I would do is actually I would go ahead and do this dress because I think it's so cute and like put together. And I actually have a little purple hat I bought with the purpose of doing a Miss Bianca bound for a Dapper Day, but somehow it just has never happened. And I want Ryan to be the other little mouse. That would have been so cute. So dress, hat, and then maybe a purple scarf to go around my neck, because she actually has like this big bow that she wears because she's a mouse. If this is too small, I could do something a little bit bigger. Also in this kind of shade of purple. So I think something along these lines. The hat is a little bit darker, but I don't think it really matters too much. I do have another darker scarf as well, so let's just pull that. Why not? So that is gonna be, if we decide to do Miss Bianca, we'll do this. If not, we'll go with Meg. Still haven't fully decided yet. Probably won't decide until a little bit later on. Alright, so next is gonna be hopefully taffeta for Wreck-It Ralph Day. So I have this pink dress, which I think is cute. Could definitely work. Could also go a little bit bigger with like a pink tutu. I could put the pink tutu over the pink dress. I'm not sure yet. But I could also do this kind of off the shoulder hot pink. I would maybe add that to the tutu if I were gonna do that. Or I also have my high collared, vaguely turtleneck pink shirt. Also a thrifting find, which is really cute. So that could definitely go with this, I think, and that would look good. Or I just have this little pink sweater. It's a little bit more of like a dark pink. Pink jacket wise, I've got this like really light pink jacket. It might be a little bit too kind of mauve to go with it. I also have this guy, which is more of a baby pink, but I'm not sure how I feel about the fluff with it. I wish that I had more of like a tracksuit style pink jacket. I do not. Another jacket option that we have is this kind of pink and blue one, but maybe this pink jacket with this pink dress could totally work. So maybe with like a strawberry hat, if we can find that. It's gonna be a little bit more difficult to figure it out. I think I'm gonna have to try things on in order to decide exactly what I like. But I do like these two together, and I do think they do have the essence of fur. I just think that it does need a jacket in order to read taffeta. Otherwise, I don't think it'll be very clear. Alright, so the 6th day is Onward, and after doing a little bit more research, I realized that I think I want to do the dragon, because I think that'll be really cute. Hopefully he's cute in the movie. But he is a couple different shades of green, and he kind of has that like yellow on his face, so I think this is a great option. I just got this thrifting. But this is kind of more of that brighter green that he is, I think. It just needs something to go underneath it, because it doesn't close perfect in the front. I could also go with more of the dark green, like this guy, if it wants to. And that would be much more vintagey, I think. So I think it also kind of depends on what aesthetic I want to go for here. He has a red collar, so probably I would wear a red little kerchief. I think this coloring wise is pretty good, as it more than the other dresses. And then maybe I could add in something yellow. So let's see if we have something yellow to kind of bring in the color from his face. Alright, so I do have this yellow off the shoulder top, which if I went with the darker green, I think that this would be really super cute. So this could maybe be a great look. I have a bit more of a bright yellow, but now that I'm looking at it, I think it is actually too yellow. But something that we could also do is bring in something like a yellow belt, as opposed to doing something so massively yellow, which I have this kind of like burnt, kind of like a mustard yellow color, which could even look okay with this, maybe with this guy or on the little romper. So maybe this would look best with the romper. But I actually, now that I'm looking at all this, I'm kind of living for this. And then with the little scarf, yeah, I think this is total dragon situation. So the 7th and last look that we're gonna try to put together right now is from Roger Rabbit. So we're gonna try to do Jessica Rabbit. And my immediate idea is to mix the red and purple. She really only has 2 colors that she is. So I have this off the shoulder purple top. I will take off the aerial pin. But this, I'm thinking, with my red sequin corset on top. It's a little bit costumey, but I think it's like, because it's just a corset. I have full like sequin red gowns, but that wouldn't be Disneybound. It's just a full on just rabbit costume. But this paired with like a red circle skirt, I think could be really cute. So that's the idea, I think. Let's see if we can hang some of this stuff up so you can see it a little bit better. Alright, so this is the idea. That top this bottom. The reds are a little bit different, but I think it's okay because this red corset kind of picks up a bunch of different reds in the sequence. If not, I do have something, let's see here, a little bit darker red, like this bad boy, which I could also just wear this as a Disneybound, but I thought it might be nice to mix in the purple. But this I could slide underneath and just have be the skirt, so that actually might look better. But we'll try both options and see what makes the most sense. So that's it for the closet portion of this video. Now I'm going to try on the different looks, try to take some pictures, see if it works. We might have to make some adjustments, but I think we pretty much have an idea of what we're going to do. You guys will just have to see for some of those ones where I wasn't entirely sure which ones I liked best. We're going to see what I ended up going with too. So it's now the next day, and I have put together all of these looks, taken the pictures, and I'm going to show you guys how it turned out. So the first look here is Minnie Mouse. I ended up positioning this at my door. I tried first a couple of pictures on the steps. It wasn't really working for me, but I thought knocking on the door would be cute. I could do a caption about like knocking to see if Mickey was home. I ended up not using my white gloves, even though I did find them, then I immediately lost them and could not figure out where I put them. But I did use a little backpack. I put my Mickey Mouse hat on top. I had my yellow heels on, and I used the polka dot dress with a little white off the shoulder top underneath, just to give it a little bit more of that Minnie Mouse poof. So this was the end product and my post for day 1. So day 2 for Disney Birds, we had Scuttle. This look, I'm so happy with how it turned out. I think it was super cute. I would definitely wear this to the parks because it was super comfortable. I just added a fork to do a little thing to my hair. I added a little orange bandana on top, just to bring in some of the oranges that Scuttle has in his feet and in his bird beak mouth thing. But I think that this was really successful, and I took this picture kind of in front of a palm tree looking thing in my front yard with the rocks, because I felt like that was the most beach-like with what I had to choose from. Day 3 is Disney Plus, and this is how the Miss Jen look ended up. Pretty much exactly what I had planned. I, of course, added an apple and a notebook to kind of look like I was directing a play. But this I just used a very simple background because I felt like that was the most fitting for the photo. And I really love how this turned out, though. I think it's really funny and really reads Miss Jen for sure. Day 4 of the challenge is the Disney Renaissance. And even though I was kind of caught between Miss Bianca and Meg, in the end I decided to go with Miss Bianca. And this picture I took in front of my vanity. I had to clear everything off of it, set up my light in order to get it the way that I wanted it. Just because I wanted something a little bit, I don't know, kind of classier for her, because I feel like she's a very classy mouse. And I paired the dark scarf in the end with the dark hat, just so that the colors were matching, and put on the little dress with the Peter Pan collar with the pearls. For day 5, we had Wreck-It Ralph. So I did end up going with Tabitha in the short pink dress with the kind of blue and pink jacket on top. I actually added my candy purse, which I had totally forgotten about, which looks perfect with this. And I put on a little hat. So I kind of imagined it like if she was going on a trip to Paris, because she was very, you know, over the top and annoying in the movie. So I think that she would go on a trip to Paris. I don't know. But this one I posed with some of the pink things in my room, just because I really wanted a kind of a pink aesthetic for this photo, and added in just a little bit of sparkle to give it a little more atmosphere. For day 6 of Onward, I wanted to pose indoors. I wore exactly what I had planned, that cute yellow off the shoulder top, the green dress with the red kerchief on top. And I wanted to find a place where I could hold something green, so I chose a play that was a green color to hold. And I wanted to be reminiscent of being a house dragon. What would a house dragon do around the house? In my mind, the house dragon reads plays that are the same color as it. So that's how this photo ended up. Also, it was just kind of difficult trying to get the right lighting as the sun was really going down at this time when I was trying to get this photo. And then the last day that we picked an outfit for, which was Who Framed Roger Rabbit, day 7, I went with Jessica Rabbit, and I ended up actually doing the red circle skirt that seemed at first like it might not be the right color, but once I had everything on, I think it did work. Tucked in that corset over the purple top, I took that picture outside. It took me a couple of tries to get the right kind of framing. I tried against the wall a couple times, but there wasn't any interest in the photo. But once I was able to kind of get a little bit of those kind of leaves coming through, I felt like it had a very kind of old Hollywood feel, and then felt very appropriate for Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And that's all of our looks, so this video's done. But I'm really glad that we spent no money putting these looks together, and I'm really happy with the way that they all turned out. So this is just part one. We still have got the rest of March to go, so 3 more videos. That is going to be 4 weeks of March plus 3 days, so we'll just group that 5th week into the last video, I guess. So go ahead and write down in the comment section any ideas that you might have for captions of these beautiful photos. And if you want to see if your caption is chosen or see how they turned out on my Instagram, you can follow me at Casmera_Alice. And hopefully at the Disneybound will at me. Fingers crossed. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Until then, stay sparkly.